Hello everyone and welcome to Coco for Disney. I'm so happy you're here and I hope you had a great Thanksgiving. I know I did. Thanksgiving was wonderful, great food, just a great atmosphere. I only got to have a small amount of time with my family, working quite a bit, but just that small amount of time is always nice to have and nice to sit down to a dinner together. So happy Thanksgiving or happy belated Thanksgiving. Now we've moved into the Christmas season and I have decorated just a small amount in my background for the Christmas season. It is probably my favorite. I love Halloween, I love Thanksgiving, but Christmas, there's that excitement, that spirit of giving, which is pretty amazing. So I love Christmas and we are here now. So I do have a Disney haul today. Now I say a Disney haul because there are Disney things that I got from going out to Burlington Coat Factory, something off Loungefly, something from Shop Disney, and then things from the parks themselves. Not too long ago, I and my kids and my grandchildren all went to Disney, had a wonderful time, went to the very not so scary Halloween party, and had a magnificent time. So picked up just a few things. There wasn't a lot of merch there. We had gone too late in the season for Halloween to pick up too much merch. So I'll show you what I got though. So let's dive in. I think the first thing I'm going to show you is the things I found at Burlington Coat Factory, which surprised the heck out of me because they always say there's pens and there's usually pens on the racks that you're standing in to check out. So I'd gone over there. I wasn't exactly looking for that. I was looking for some other things. Didn't find those. And as I was leaving out, I saw pens and a lot of pens. Most of them were fig pens. So I picked up two. I picked up a Tinkerbell. Now, at Burlington Coat Factory, these were $6.99 a piece. So it had a great deal on them. And as you can see, she's got that sparkly body right there. Her sparkly body. I won't take these out of the box because I may end up gifting or trading these. Although Tinkerbell's probably going to Peter. And I picked one of these up for a friend as well. And it is the fig pen. Again, $6.99 for these. So there was quite a few. I didn't have it in my budget that day to pick up as many as I wanted to. But the next one I had to get. Now I'm going to show you the box of it first. This is a Disneyland Paris pen. And it is the Small World pen. Now this is a very large pen. It's probably one of the ones freestanding that I own. Okay, I'm going to show you the back of the pen first. This is the back, and as you can see, it says Disneyland Paris back there, but it has 4 prongs, and then you see this wheel back here. So the reason for that is that it is a very large pen and beautiful. You do also have the little wheel up here that turns to each character. There's Mowgli. There is Hercules and Pegasus. There's the Blue Fairy. There is Maribel. It's Princess Tiana and Prince Naveen. There's Moana and Pua. There is Mulan and Mushu. And there's Miguel from Coco. But isn't that just cool? Just the coolest pen. And it's very, very heavy. And of course, she was sitting there, and I already have this one, but I had to pick it up just in case there's someone who doesn't have it. And it is a fig pen of Maleficent. Very nice size pens. If you're not aware or familiar with the fig pens, they have the 3-prong backing, and they also have a little stand. There's a stand in the back that acts, and you have a little card that goes with it for the backard. But very, very pretty pens. Nice size pens as well, too. So I got 3 of those pens at $6.99, and then the Small World Castle pen that I picked up was $14.99. So some great deals at Burlington, but you have to be there at the right time, and you have to be looking in the right places. So I scour through it. And I don't go very often, just once in a while. So the next pen I'm going to show you came from Loungefly. This is one of the pens I picked up off Loungefly. It has been a while since I've been buying pens. I kind of stopped a little bit, simply because Christmas was coming, and I did want to kind of slow down a little bit. And pens, I can go crazy on pens. I really can. So this is one of those pens that I had wanted to pick up for Halloween, and I did get it shortly before I believe they sold out. But it is the Haunted Mansion, and you know, and I have mentioned, I love the stretching room. It is one of my favorite things about the Haunted Mansion. Now, this is a limited edition of 2,700, and I'll take it out of the box for you to see. And there they are. So the cool thing about this pen, and again, I know you've probably seen it quite a few times, is this, if you see, that is double layered. And that's because this pen slides down off this pen to where you just see the portraits. So another cool pen that I was really happy to get from Loungefly. Loungefly.com. Get on there quite a bit. Right now, if you're Christmas shopping, great place to shop for those Disney fans, I'm telling you. All right, so my next set of pins came from Box Lunch, and I had picked these up some time ago. But I do collect the paper doll pins. They're of the princesses for the most part. There are facial pins that they have with just the heads of some of the characters like Marie, Jack, Sully. I believe Jack from Nightmare Before Christmas too. And the one I wanted to pick up with, and one of them is a little bit, is the Rapunzel. Now I wanted to get that for my granddaughter. And these are paper dolls. So this pen, this is a pen right here. Rapunzel right there is a pen, and the others are magnets. So as you want to place Rapunzel in one of the particular dresses, and there's one going sideways in there, but you can pin those, and it's a pretty cool pen. And I think she'll really love it. Look how long Rapunzel's hair is in that pen. Just a pretty, pretty pen. And this was from Box Lunch. I believe this was also on a sale, and I had Box Lunch money. And then you get more Box Lunch money and coupons. Now, this coupon, I believe, can be used at any time as long as you have your date set on there when they expire, and anyone can use it. Now, so one of the other characters I collect is Mulan. And this one had been on the site, and had been wanting to get it for quite some time, but it's another 100 pin. And there is Mulan. So once again, I'll turn the camera around so you can see these pins close up and get a better look at them. It doesn't focus for me as well. So I ordered 3 items off Shop Disney. They had a great sale going on. This is not the Christmas sale they're having, however. Get on Shop Disney because they're having some great Christmas sales. Some of it is up to 50% off, so make sure you're checking it out. So I did get one pin, and as I showed you before, I love the Haunted Mansion, and I got the stretching room pin, and I did have to get the Madame Leota. Now, she's kind of like a bubble, if you can see. Just kind of like she's in her crystal ball. And I just think I've seen a lot of people show this pen, so I had to get her. Very pretty pen. And then, you know, I've been collecting. I said I wasn't going to do it in the beginning. I wasn't going to buy any Numos. Is it Numo? Numo. And there was one princess on there that I had to have. I've got princesses. I think I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 or 7 princesses. So I had to have Cinderella. Isn't she just precious? Look at her little headband. Her blue eyes, her little blue dress. Let's see about her. She's even got the little sparkly glass slippers on. So these are just precious. I love these. The main reason I love these is this is something my granddaughter and I, when she comes over, we can get down and we can play with these, and she just loves them. There is a Snow White out there. I have to try to grab a Snow White. I think you can only get that one in the parks right now. I think at one time it was on Shop Disney, but I didn't grab her. So we'll see which other ones are going to be coming out with. I think there's Anna and Elsa out now too. So Aren't they cute? They're just the cutest, and their little outfits just Velcro off. So if you're looking for a nice little, other than Barbie dolls, for a child that's younger, these are just really nice. And they do have their own little outfits and even their own little backpacks that you can buy too off Shop Disney or in the Disney parks. So the next item I got, I got it way too big, but I had to have it. It was in my size, but I wanted a really large one. I had seen this in the parks when we went for the Halloween holiday, but look at that. It is a Miguel Coco zip hoodie. So here's the hoodie on the top of it. It's just that plain blue on the inside, but it's a really light, nice cotton. So really something to wear. And it is going to be really large on me, but I love that in the wintertime, just to lounge around in. And I love that it's a zip hoodie. There's not too many zip hoodies that I have, come to think of it. It does have pockets as well on the side here, on each side. And then it just zips down and you have your little hoodie. And I just love the print on it. I love that pretty blue with Miguel and his face is right there. So pretty. I love that face of Miguel. So pick that up. So those were the 3 items I got from Shop Disney. So we go to the parks. It was a little disappointing. I will tell you. I was all prepared to try to find things, look at merch. Most of their Halloween merch, besides the Hocus Pocus, was sold. I am not a Hocus Pocus collector. I was looking for the Not So Scary pens. There were none left. I believe we went around the 20th, 21st of October, and there was nothing left of the for the Halloween party as far as the pens went, and other than Hocus Pocus. So I didn't get very much. I picked up a few things. There was one day we did go over into Rise of the Resistance. We wanted to go over to Galaxy's Edge to go on the Rise of Resistance. And my grandson, it was his first time, and he and his dad went to go build their own little robot. Well, meanwhile, Enola couldn't understand why she couldn't build a robot. And she had a whole nother experience. So he was having to build a robot.
Hold on. Looks like you work with droids. The First Order could use someone with your skills. Carry on, young one. Clear the way. Greetings, civilians.
Peter. So we went over to get some popcorn because she is a popcorn lover. And while we were there, there was this little popcorn bucket. It's a little built Star Wars robot. Now, Connie Loves Disney had showed this on her channel. This little popcorn bucket does have rollers. So while she was waiting for her brother, we were rolling this around the park. Not only that, they'd given us our popcorn in the bag, so I had no idea that this comes off. And with the head coming off, you can turn it on. So look at his little eye that's lighting up right there. It's so darn cute. It pacified her until she got to have her own experience, but it was a lot of fun. And he is cute. He's a cute little popcorn bucket. So we have him. And that was fun. Again, she loves popcorn, so it was a lot of fun to go over there and try out their popcorn. She had thumbs down on the popcorn. There was a specialty popcorn. She didn't quite like it. It was more of a savory taste. That popcorn's what, Noah? Is it thumbs up or thumbs down?
Thumbs down.
Thumbs down. Yeah, I agree. She loved the robot. We carried him around the park all that day. So then I'm going to get into some other things here while shopping. Once again, hardly any merch, including limited edition pens. I did not see a lot that I had been looking for. So I will show you the pens last. But I think my daughter felt so sorry for me that she went and bought me a t-shirt. But she did buy me the perfect t-shirt. Now, this is the front of the t-shirt. It's all wrinkled right now. I'm sorry. It says, "I hope you have a magical day at the park, Walt Disney World." So she did get me that. I think it's because my sign off on this channel, but then look at the back. Dear person behind me, I hope you have a magical day at the park. Sincerely, the person in front of you. I thought it was cute. And this t-shirt is so comfy. And I love the way they cut the sleeves, kind of like that baseball shirt angle. It's quartered like that. I just love this, and I can't wait to wear it. I haven't worn it yet, but you can believe I am going to. It is a very soft t-shirt. So thank you, Lucy, for buying that for me. I appreciate it. She was kind of sad for me because there was no more merch. So the next thing, we were in Disney Springs that first night. We love going to Disney Springs. I could spend a whole day at Disney Springs. So I love going. There's a Christmas store, all year round Christmas store in Disney Springs. And so I did have to pick up an ornament that I really wanted. I had seen it on Shop Disney and I didn't grab it. And so, okay, so this is it. So if you just saw my video on the journals, I do now have the ornaments too. And you see the side saying Cinderella. And then the front of that book, and there's that latch. Now, just wait.
Once upon a time, in a faraway land.
Isn't that the coolest? It is so cool. The little books. I think there were 3 of them. There was this one, and then an enchanted one, and then one I could not pass up. And that is the Sleeping Beauty ornament. Now, they went to they did not lack in detail on these ornaments. So if you see this right here, the lettering, it is raised, as well as the cover of the book. Now, let's open her up.
In a faraway land, long ago, lived a king and his fair queen. Many years had they longed for a child, and finally their wish was granted. A daughter was born.
So aren't those just the coolest ornaments? I think these ran $30, $29.99. Now, you could have gotten them on the Shop Disney for, I believe, another 20% off at some point. I waited too long. So those ornaments, of course, I do want to get possibly a second pair of those, just simply because I do want to keep them as Christmas ornaments for my tree, which is all Disney, and then also put those next to their journals. So I think that would be kind of fun to see. All right, the next thing we did was pens. So a little bit of pens everywhere within the park. So my grandson has waited. This was his second time back to Disney, and all he talked about when we went to before we got to Disney was that he wanted to ride Space Mountain. He did. He rode it twice. The first time he didn't like it so well. The second time we were standing in line, and this is what I love about standing in lines at Disney. There were 2 young boys ahead of us. One was 10 and one was 11. And Peter was a little bit hesitant to go on the ride again. But his dad had said, hey, I want you to go with me. And then Coco, to make things a little bit better, Coco doesn't go on very many rides, and Peter knows that. I said I would go. So he was in between his dad and I, and these 2 boys were in the front. It was just the sweetest things, because they were telling Peter, they knew he was a little hesitant to get on, and they were telling him, this is my favorite ride of all time. This is great. You know, you're going so fast and zooming through, and it's dark and it's cool, and just the coolest ride. And it made Peter feel a lot better, and he felt pretty important to get on that ride that second time. So when you're standing in line and you have people like that around you, it makes it even more magical and a lot easier to get on a ride. The picture that I have, the picture we have at the end of that ride is I am not sitting straight up. I'm behind Peter, so he couldn't see me. So, but because he went on Space Mountain, I had to get him this pen for his first ride. Isn't that cool? It's Mickey riding Space Mountain. That is really cool. My daughter is a Little Mermaid fan, so these are actually her pins that she picked up. She picked up 2 Little Mermaid, and these are just rack pins. My daughter will not buy pens online. She will not buy pens from eBay. She will not. She stands strong in saying the only place she is going to buy pens that she wants to collect is in the Disney parks. So she does. So while she's there, she got 2. And she had these 2 of Ariel. There's one of Ariel standing by the statue of Eric, and then there's one of the 2 of them together. Pretty cool. She loves her pins. Because Peter collects Peter Pan, I used some of my pen quota to buy his pins, because his dad said he could only have 1. We're in Disney World. 1 pen. Which is probably smart. So his dad got him this pin. And that's a Peter Pan flying up above over Neverland. See the ship there? Pretty cool. And then I picked him up too. Now I've seen these pins and tried to get them and was unable to. So picked up both of these for him. Very cute. And then of course for Enola, she had to have a pin. So we did get her a Rapunzel one. Now, just to give you a little story, we did go to the Not So Scary Halloween party. Before the party, Enola, we all dressed up. I dressed as Mother Gothel, which you already know. My youngest daughter dressed as Esmeralda Lucy. My oldest daughter, my second born, had her fiance there, and they dressed as pirates because she loves Pirates of the Caribbean. And then my son dressed as a rebel. The ones that are in the forest in the second movie with the Ewoks. He wore one of those. He had the kind of like the poncho with the belt, and the hoodie. He wore that. And then my daughter-in-law dressed as Provincial Belle. Now, my 2 grandkids, Peter dressed as Spider-Man. He is diehard Spider-Man. He did dress as Peter Pan one Halloween, but that was before he got to make his own decisions. And then my granddaughter, we didn't take a costume along for her because she got to go to the Bibbidi Bobbidi Boo Boutique. And we were in between. I thought for sure at first she was going to pick Rapunzel because that's the princess she collects pens for. But then her mother was Provincial Belle. So then Enola kept saying, I'm going to be Belle like Mom, only I'm going to be the yellow Belle. So we didn't know which one she was going to come out. Only 2 people could go in, which was my daughter Lucy and my daughter-in-law. So we had no idea who she was going to come out being. It was a big surprise and a lot of fun. And when she finally came out and walked out and met us at the Pinocchio restaurant, she came out as Cinderella. She was so pretty, just so beautiful, and it was a lot of fun. So we did pick up a Cinderella pin also for her. She has that now. I don't have that. So I picked up a couple of other pins. I did have to pick up this one for my Mulan pin board. She's going on there right after this video. And then my daughter is a Disney Vacation Club member. So we were staying at the Old Key West, and there were no pins there for that resort. We looked all over for the pins, and the only one they could show us was this one. And it is just the generic Disney Vacation Club pin. So we did pick up that one. So that is the pins I have. Now, these are not all the pins because my grandchildren and my children also picked up some. These are just some that I could get away from them or that I collected myself. So those are the pins that I got from Disney World. And there are more, but maybe in a later video, I'll be able to show you those. So that is my Disney haul. That is what I have. I didn't get a lot from the park simply because there was not a lot of merch when we went. I saw quite a bit of old merch got pulled out, so they must have been running out of merch. They must have had a great showing for the not so scary Halloween party because all the pins, again, except for Hocus Pocus, were gone. And any other specialty pins, there were a lot of special edition pins that were gone as well. So I was just happy to be there. It was a very different trip, but very different in a good way. We got to do a lot of things we had never done before, simply because there wasn't anything to shop for. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you'll come back. Have a great day, great week. And as they say in the parks, have a magical day, okay? Bye and thank you.
We've got 2 autograph books. You want to hand those over? Because so sweet. Alright, love this shirt. Oh yeah. Mickey wears the ears too. So does Minnie. How sweet. Would you like her to sign that for you? Oh. It's a little trick. So fun, right? Peter, you want to give her a hug?